There's a deep, dark secret in California. Every 5 years, somebody goes to the wrong part of California, and you know what happens? They're eaten by a lion. These lions, they're gonna get you. Every 5 years, somebody get in 100 years of recording this. About 20 attacks have taken place. Not many deaths. Every once in a while, the lion wins. Generally, the lion doesn't win. Human beings, we're hard to kill. We got all this technology and stuff that makes us really difficult to kill. And we have people with guns. And so what happened was the lion, a 5-year-old and his daddy walking around the park. They're walking around a Southern California park, and they say euthanized here, but I would say euthanize. Euthanize means good death. Good, means good in Greek. So if you want to say euthanize, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. A mountain lion attacked a 5-year-old boy at a popular Southern California park over the holiday weekend, and state rangers later euthanized the big cat, officials said. State rangers. Okay. All right. Let's see. Attacked while playing near his family's picnic table at Malibu Creek State Park, west of Los Angeles. I'm sorry. Malibu is one of those areas that there are houses there, but it's kind of like a little beach community, and it's a very expensive place. It's really expensive to live in Malibu. But he was in the Malibu Creek State Park, west of Los Angeles. According to a statement from the California Fish and Wildlife, one or more adults charged the lion, and I'm gonna say it's a she. I'm gonna say the lion's a she just for fun. I'm gonna say she because they don't tell you what gender the lion was. One or more adults charged the lion, and she released the boy. Multiple witnesses saw the attack and observed the mountain lion climb up a nearby tree because she was afraid. So she climbed up a nearby tree. At that point, I feel like they should have been like, well, that's what happens when you play around in the wilderness, kids. There's the lion up the tree, everybody. Now, everyone take a good gander. This is about as close to a lion as you'll ever get because they're scared animals. They don't like being around humans. They're quite afraid of us. So please behold the natural wonder of the lion up the tree. It's a beautiful animal. The tawny hide, note the tawny hide of her body, and she's crying because she's afraid of us, and that's all that they should have done after that. But it goes further. The child was airlifted to a hospital with injuries that were significant but not life-threatening. All right, so the lion didn't even kill the boy, not even life-threatening. Little bit of a skirmish, you know what I mean? Like two individuals crossed paths. It didn't work out very well. Nobody had to die. One was injured. The 5-year-old was injured, but the lion is up a tree. The cougar remained in the tree until state park rangers arrived and determined she was a threat to the public. The animal was euthanized with a firearm. How do you euthanize an animal with a fire? Why not just say we shot the animal to death? Euthanized with a firearm. You shot her. That's not euthanasia, let's face it, is like supposed to be a painless death with an injection of some kind, or maybe a gas chamber. I don't know. It's euthanasia is supposed to be calm, sweet, calm death. Like if they want to say we tranquilized the animal and then we took the animal back to a lab and we euthanized her so that she would go away peacefully, I would understand the use of the word euthanasia. But in this case, they just shot her. What do you think? The child was squeamish. That child was squeamish. 5 years old. The 5-year-old should never have been. Maybe there's I actually went. Can I tell you a quick story about Malibu Creek? When I was a kid, I went on to a camp called Cottontail Ranch. It was a little sleepaway camp, and I went there over the summer. My parents sent me there, and I think you go for like 2 weeks, I think, and you sleep at this camp. and you go hiking and you do camp stuff, like in the movies. And on one of our hikes, we found a dead mountain lion, and it was the only time I'd ever seen a mountain lion that close up. It's the only time I've only seen a few mountain lions in my lifetime, but I only saw it was a dead animal. I'm looking at the dead animal and I'm like, wow, a mountain lion. I was astonished. I was taken aback. But we knew that there were lions, you see. We had stuff to like make noise so that the lions would be afraid of us if we found one alive, that is. There were signs saying, hey, beware, there are lions. There's even a thing when you go into the park saying, here's what to do when you meet a lion. And you're supposed to make yourself look really big and scary. You go so, "Rawr!" You're supposed to make yourself really big and wave your hands, and the lion kind of goes away. The lion doesn't want to mess with somebody who looks like they're going to get a hard time. You've seen cats. Cats don't like it when people or animals give up a fight. You know what I mean? That's why they attack little lizards and mice. They're easy to kill. They don't want to attack something that's bigger than them. Cats aren't wanting that. So my point is, there's plenty of signs around Malibu. I've been to Malibu many times. Signs everywhere. Beware of lions. Don't F around in here. If you see a lion, here's what to do. And there's diagrams when you walk in. You walk in and past a big sign that says this stuff. All right, mountain lions rarely attack people. About 20 attacks have been confirmed in California in more than a century of record keeping. Yeah, between every 5 and 10 years, some idiot gets taken by a lion or gets attacked. They're not usually fatal. Only 3 have been fatal. Only 3 have been fatal. Explain to me. Oh, shit. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Only 3 have been fatal. The Fish and Wildlife said earlier this year. So out of 20, only 3 have been fatal. Look at this picture. Is there a lion in this picture? I think the lion's right over here. In March, 2 adult brothers were attacked. One was fatally by a mountain lion in Northern California. Remember, I told you about that one. Tried to scare the cougar away once they realized it was stalked. She was stalking them and then fought the animal after she pounced. In 2023, a 7-year-old boy was bitten by a mountain lion while walking with his father around dusk. That's when mountain lions are around. They're around dusk and dawn. They're sleeping during the day and night. In Santa Clarita, in north of Los Angeles, the father scared away the animal. The child was treated for relatively minor wounds. Okay. Minor wounds. Why do we have to kill the lion every time the lion scratches a kid? Like, I get it. They're scary. They're scary big cats. But you know what? We have our own way of dealing with lions. We only get attacked every once in a while. We've built up all of these defenses. We have all of this technology that separates from lions. We are educated animals. We know that there's lions around here. If anything, the father should be prosecuted for child neglect. Why was the child anywhere near where a lion might be? That's the father's fault. That's the family's, not the lion. Like, whose fault is it? Is it gravity's fault when if Michael Jackson let go of blanket? Look, remember when Michael Jackson held his kid out the window in Paris? Look at my baby, and the baby was fine. That he didn't drop the baby, but had he dropped the baby, would you blame? Would you have blamed gravity? No, you blame Michael Jackson for doing something stupid, endangering his child. This is child endangerment. Don't bring your kid around where their lions be. Jesus. And now the lion's dead. Why? Because the lion was like, look at that. That's a strange little animal. I think I might be able to take that animal. That's a good looking little soft little animal there. I think I can take one. Didn't. The baby didn't die. The human being scared them away. It's ridiculous. You're totally right. The father is responsible, not the lion. The lion is not responsible. It's the father. To blame the lion is a joke. The fact that they killed the lion is a joke. That lion had a family too. Great. I would almost understand if the lion had killed the child. I could almost understand, you know. Still the father's fault. But I could get it. Like, you got a man killer out. You got to do something about this man killer. But not really. But I could at least understand. I wouldn't agree, but I would understand. Lion killed the child. We got to kill the lion. Okay, fine. A little medieval for my taste, but whatever. The kid wasn't even a 5-year old, the boy didn't even die. He had a little scratch. He went to the hospital. Kids fall down. Kids get killed, get hit by cars. They fall out of windows. I was listening to Nick Cave. This week because his new album came out, Wild God. It's pretty good if you like Nick Cave. I don't know if you like Nick Cave, but if you like that style, check out Wild God. It's a good album. But one of the things that has kind of haunted the last, I don't know, decade or whatever of Nick Cave since he was famous, when he got famous, his son fell off the side of a cliff. I think his son was like 14 or 15 years old, and it's plagued him. Um, Kids die is my point. They die of all sorts. They fall off of cliffs. They get hit by cars. They commit suicide. They get attacked by lions. This is part of it. Going and killing all the lions isn't going to help anybody. Damn. Anyway, the last thing I want to say about this lion attack. All the other animals and us, all animals, including us, have devised different schemes to kind of like to prolong our lives and to mitigate how many lion attacks our species actually suffer. Or you could say that about all causes of death. We try to create circumstances under which we have fewer chances of dying. And that you could say about every animal. Every animal species, they learn how to run fast or climb up trees very quickly. I mean, you see what squirrels do. They get camouflage. They could spring across. They can run across the power lines. They can do all these things to escape hawks. They're always looking up. Um, but once in a while, you're gonna get nicked. One of you is gonna go. That's just the way it goes. That's just life. We're all gonna get caught. Some of us are gonna die early. Some of us are gonna live long lives. Some of us are just gonna die of cancer. Some of us will get poisoned. But killing the lion is really stupid, and I don't agree with it.